All right, Pops, it's not just us saying it. The CEOs of the world's largest car dealerships are saying that new car deals are going to get better as the year 2023 goes on. The late-breaking news from Automotive News. Pops, what do we need to know?
Well, the public groups expect, number one, that there should be solid supply gains. What that means is they're expecting to see more and more new car inventory become available to them through the course of the year. Obviously, there will be some segments within the market that will still face challenges. Toyota may be one of them. Some of the luxury brands might have some difficulty in producing the vehicles in the volume in which they're needed. But for the most part, they're all kind of agreeing that they expect to see more inventory throughout the course of 2023. They expect to see inventory shortages mitigate. And what I found interesting is Lithia Automotive, which has surpassed AutoNation as the largest public group of dealerships in the United States for total volume in sales. Their expectation is that they expect over the course of the year for their gross profit margins on new vehicles to drop about $200 per month, okay? And they think the reason for that is, A, they're going to have more availability, and they're going to get back to what I would call the olden days 3 years ago, or 3.5 years ago, where dealerships actually discounted cars. And B, they anticipate, as the largest retailer out there, that the manufacturers are going to start incentivizing the sale of new cars again. So if they expect gross profit to decline $200 a month over the course of the year, we all know I'm terrible at math, but I do know 2 times 12 is 24. So $200 a month is $2,400. They expect to be making $2,400 less in gross profit by December on every new car sold. That's a staggering amount. That is someone other than Ray Shefska and Zach Shefska saying, hey, it's finally going to get better out there for consumers.
And it's not just Lithia,
We're
Dad.
talking about, it's all of them.
Pops, did you hear the good news?
I did. Abe Lincoln said we should save people 30% if they sign up for CarEdge Coach. That's 30% off through the end of February.
Use the code CarEdge Coach, caredge.com/plans. It's not just Lithia, Dad. The CEO of Group 1 Automotive, Daryl Kenningham, he said, quote, "We expect a gradual decline in new vehicle margins over the course of 2023 as inventory continues to recover." The president of Sonic Automotive Group, Jeff Dyke, he said, quote, "New car inventory is coming back as supplies improve. Quote, margin is going to be a big question." Dyke predicted average gross profit will drop, but that increased volume will help offset the decline. So this article, what Automotive News did that's really fantastic is they took all of the major leaders, the executives at these huge dealer groups, and they got them on one page, all sharing the same message. New car profit margins are going to get compressed. Now, there's shades of gray here, right? If you're looking for a Toyota or if you're looking for a Honda, you're still going to have, we see markups, unfortunately, still, but you're still going to see very difficult negotiating. Very difficult to negotiate situation. That being said, for most of your other brands, you're seeing these heads come out and say, hey, the margin just isn't going to be there because there's more inventory.
These are the largest publicly traded dealer groups in the United States. They represent a huge percentage of the business. And, in major markets where they're located, they dictate what profit margins are going to be basically for all the dealers in that area. If you're in an area where there's 15 or 20 Lithia dealerships and you're a competitor of them and they're dropping their prices, well, as a competitor of them, for you to remain competitive, you are going to have to drop your prices. Now, does that mean tomorrow is going to be a better day to buy a car than today? Not necessarily, But if you take Lithia at their word, it's going to be a much better time to buy a car from Lithia in May or June, when they expect their gross profits to have dropped by $600 to $800 per new car, than it would be today. So I think these players who have billions of dollars invested in the infrastructure of dealerships, I think they have their fingers on the pulse of what's about to happen better than most. So if they're saying it, not just you and I saying it, but if they're saying it, I think that adds a little more validity to what we have been saying for weeks and months now.